She's way cooler now. We hear another team destroy something nearby. Hey, Mikini. Oh, sorry, overdid it. An energetic voice rings out from somewhere high up in the air. There's a big hole in one of the training buildings. Superhumans are much stronger than normal people. They move faster, they hit harder, and they have sharper senses. But some super people are even better than others. The giant hole in the 4th floor rubs that in.
くそ、素手であれかよ。
Imamiya grumbles. Nishiko Joe stands silently, but her fist is clenched so tight her fingers are white. As for me, I'm not bothered by it at all. I'll never be that good anyway. I'm the only one who's accepted that. That's the quitter's mentality, dude. One day Mikini talks to me. You're Tenoji, right? Well, I see how important you are, so that means you're gonna fucking die at some point. Ha!
ああ、そうだけど。
I get solace in that, buddy. I don't think we talked before. Oreska brought you here.
そうだけど。
Oh, so that is true. What did he tell you when he scouted
別
you?
に普通だったけど。
Normal, huh? Mikini looks unsure. Isn't Eska incredible?
そうなんだ。
He's got a crazy combat record. He's even done private security in foreign countries.
へえ
Everyone in Guardian has heard of him. I think he's the strongest cutter-type superhuman there is. He hardly ever scouts newbies, so why do you think he took an interest in you?
さあ、見当もつかないけど、本人に聞くしかないんじゃない？
I wish I could do that. After seeing your grades, I know this sounds a little rude, but I just don't get it. Feels like there must be some special reason we don't know about. I've decided. I don't like this guy. I do? What? This is way nicer than Imamiya. What the fuck?
仮に理由があったとして、それがお前に関係あるのかな？
Yeah, you're right.
雑魚が一丁前にって思ってる？
What? No, not at all.
雑魚は雑魚なりに警戒するもんだ。だから理由は言わない。
That means there's a reason worth telling
それ
someone.
も言わない。少し人の言葉を読もうとしすぎだな。
Apparently that exchange annoyed Mikini a bit.
あとさ、上から目線、板につきすぎ。それじゃ本音垂れ流して、腹の読み合いとか向いてないんじゃないの？
I say that, what I have to say and leave. He'll never be any good at this. Look, with that attitude, yeah, he won't be fucking good at that, okay? I'm gonna be real with you. That kind of attitude and being like a fucking dick to literally everyone, yeah, of course you're not gonna be good at it. But you know what? We know he will be good because he's a good boy. I can argue that. He's right. I can't even beat the girls in our martial arts training. Yeah, fucking girls. We're facing each other head on. We both hold knives. Nagai is one of my teammates. Imamiya, Tenoji, Nishikojo, and Nagai, the 4 stooges. Nagai is an ordinary girl. Like the kind you'd find in a library. Ugh. She doesn't stand out much in appearance or in her abilities. She was 41st in the physical evaluation, worse than everyone but me. Though I assume also in your physical thing, like he didn't use his powers at all, which is why he came in 42nd. If he probably used his powers, he probably would have been top 10. Our rubber knives have red paint on the blades. That way we can tell who hit who. It's one of the few pastimes we have in a training camp. We played this game several times a day to get a feel for combat. The guy steps forward. She slices. Her knife flashes, seeking the blood of the enemy. Cuts alone can't kill people. It's best to expect a few scratches when you go into a knife fight. But superhumans have a lot of pride. We'd like to win without getting a speck of red paint on us, so I have to step back here. Hold my guard, bitch. You're not gonna fucking touch me. That's the right answer. In a knife fight, I should be prepared to take a few wounds. It's not graceful, but it's the right decision. A few red lines appear on my left hand. It's pathetic, but since I'm terrible, this is the only way I can win. Obviously, in a real combat scenario, it's always better to avoid getting into a knife fight in the first place. That's why this is just a game. After attack ends, the time comes for me to counterattack. I focus. Throw my knife. That would be the right. Throwing it's obviously the wrong decision. She moves, and then your knife. Listen, you're fucked. I move with certainty. She wasn't expecting this. Momentum is important. I continue putting pressure on her. The guy's legs get tangled as she backpedals. I take long steps to close the gap. Our legs cross. A huge gap forms in Nagai's defenses. I turn my blade sideways and stab her left side. Nagai's hand flashes. Her empty left hand. Piece of my knife fall to the floor. Nagai's knife carves a red line across my chest. We fall to the ground together. Cheater! That was way too close. I should have won that. That should have been my first victory, but I lost. At the last moment, something incomprehensible happened. My knife flew away. Of course, we're only using dummy knives for this. Well, why did only mine break? These things are pretty durable.
長井なんか刃物とか隠し持ってる
She doesn't want to answer. That's all I need to know. Unexpected variables like this are the only way to defeat a perfectly valid strategy. In this case, her superhuman power is the most likely culprit. In general, superpowers are split into 3 categories. Hunter, Cutter, and Polluter. Oh, I wonder who the Polluter is. Okay, look, can we all fuck off? Hunter types are good at hunting things. Cutter types are good at cutting things, roughly
伐
speaking.
採系なんだ
Yeah. She realizes she can't hide it, so she admits it. A Cutter type superhuman. All she did was cut. But she executed that cut with incredible efficiency and technique, allowing her to do what's normally impossible. Cutter types can easily cut through solid steel with an ordinary knife. So that'd be like Shizuru then. But she's also a hunter. But she uses knives a lot. Or is she a polluter? Because that's her power. Fuck off. Oh, God. As one might expect. That type of power is most useful when fighting organic enemies. Humanity has chopped down many trees and killed many adversaries with swords. The pinnacle of all that experience is this highly effective technique. Cutter types are strongest in close quarter combat. I pick myself up. The guy's still on the ground. So much for hiding it.
そういやお前射撃は下手だったな
And then Katara is not any of the 3. No hunter would be that bad. They can just hit about anything with bows or spears or whatever. And she recovers stamina really slowly, so she can't be a polluter type. Most polluter types can control their bodily systems to some degree.
まさかゴムナイフでこっちのナイフを切ったわけじゃないだろ
It's against the rules to use a real knife in this game. I didn't break any rules. I just used these. She holds up her left hand. Her nails are cut pretty short. Wait, no. They're a little longer, but sharper than most
こ
nails.
れで
The guy nods. Sharpening her nails was enough to cut through that much rubber. That's kind of that's the kind of thing cutter types can do.
なるほどね
Hey, could you
言わな
away?
いよ言うやつもいない
Thank you.
それに負けたのは俺だしな
She caught me completely off guard. I'm sure I could have won if I focused better. Well, I mean, as long if you didn't lose your knife, probably. If I could constantly keep myself thinking about all the possibilities. If I lost to you, I'd be in last place.
今回は勝ったじゃん
Hey, what club were you in? We've never talked about
い
that.
や俺は子供の時からあれだったんで部活とかは何も
So that rumor was true. When I heard it, it sounded like you might have been lying about that to show off. Nagai looks away and mutters. She's the complete opposite of Nishi Kojo. More introverted than most superhumans.
人と話す時嘘つく余裕なんてない
Must be hard for you too. I was on the volleyball team. I've been good at jumping since 6th grade. I quickly broke the high jump record at my school. Everyone said I'd be great at volleyball. But just after I got on the team in middle school, they came. In exchange for accepting their deal, I at least got to graduate from there.
条件ってバレエ続けることか
No. No, I had to take business classes instead. Why would you think they wouldn't let him keep going?
マネジ楽しかったか
Of course not. And then they brought me here. There are lots of setbacks in this world. Since none of us can live in the normal world anyway, do any of those setbacks mean anything? I don't like thinking about this stuff.
ダメ。動きが丸分かり。
Okay.
だからよ、パワーもスピードもねえんだからさ、ちっとは考えろって。
Not really sure what to say. After losing this much, I can't help but worry about my performance. Being superhuman is about more than strength and speed. Our senses are abnormal too. We're good at making quick judgments, acting on reflexes, and sensing danger. Our reactions are fast and precise. There's no way I can take them by surprise. If I'm going to beat them,
あれやるか。
the power to gain as much strength as I want. My power. I remember one of our lectures. Most superhumans have their own unique powers. And I don't mean shooting lasers out of their eyes, or making playing cards explode when thrown. You there, don't laugh at the retrainees. I'm saying this to everyone. Talking about specialized talents you're born with. For instance, the superhumans we call hunter types are very good at hunting. And by that I mean extremely good, terrifyingly good. Just think about it. If you can't draw at all, and you just see someone who can draw something, it almost looks like magic, doesn't it? We're talking about individual, magical talents specialized to an extreme, almost pathological degree. If you're talented with a bow, you should be able to get 100 bullseyes in a row. Some people can even set arbitrary wind resistance or curved flight paths for each arrow they shoot. Almost everyone will discover one specialized talent like this. In very rare cases, you might discover 2 or more, but those are the exceptions. If any of you think you already know your specialized talent, be sure to report it to me.
体液を操るのが固有能力として。じゃあ、この超能力の方は何なんだ？
Strengthening yourself. It's possible I have more than one talent. I don't know. I can increase my stamina without doing basic training. Is that that kind of power?
能力を教えろ？バカじゃねえのおめえ。
I don't understand why he's not using it. Like, this is a place to use your shit.
清水教官も言ってたろ？可能な限り報告しろって。あれは報告したくなかったらしないでいいって意味なんだよ、タコ。おめえ、ちょっと甘いんじゃねえの？てめえがレアな汚染系だからって狩猟系の俺を舐めてんじゃねえよ。
From the name, I would really think polluter is something more than just, oh, I control bodily fluids. Really? Imami is really mean and he never shuts up. I don't really dislike him. I would. He's a fucking loser. Christ. The power to increase my physical abilities. Rewriting my existing physical abilities. Whatever it is, it's an odd power. Only the part I focus on gets stronger. It's almost too convenient. I never had to put much effort into sports in the past. I still haven't paid the price for that. Is it wrong for me to get all that extra strength for free? If I rewrote myself more, I might be able to catch up to Imami or Nishi Kojo. But how would I pay the cost of that? I can will myself stronger. Where's that energy to accomplish that come from? From your fucking insides. Looking back on it, I always felt like a little anemic just after I used that power. As if my stamina was being sucked away. I've even fainted a few times. Whatever I lost when I did that, it made me stronger.
危険だ。
I shouldn't use it on a whim. Yeah, but you can still just boost yourself to be stronger and be like, hey, I can do this. But it also, like, fucks with my body, so I shouldn't use it all the time. It'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Use it anyway. During our matches, I was able to change my blood to transport oxygen better, which increased my endurance. That's one of the tricks I gained after my last rewrite. If I can do things like that with what I have now, I should avoid strengthening myself any further. Though I'll probably have to do that eventually. Now just doesn't feel like the right time.
そうさ。自分の力でやるんだ。いって
Ow! She throws a rubber ball at the wall and it bounces into the back of my head. Willpower is enough to win fights. Early morning training. When I head outside, I see instructor Shimizu and Asuka together.
江坂さん、どうも。
Oh yeah, I forgot.
天王寺
I'm
か
so used to it.
調子はどうだ
調子は悪いですけど、
The hell are you talking about?
お久しぶりです。
訓練生たちの様子を見に来た
俺、期待裏切ってるかも。
そうなのか
俺の成績、もう見ました。
あ
だったら、見ての通りです。
That's because you're literally choosing not to use powers when everyone else is.
現時点での順位など何にもならん必要なのは
True.
成績優秀者ではなく戦力だ
それって、
It means stop being a little bitch.
清水私が連れてきた駒だ少し指導するぞ
Go ahead.
そんな不公平はまずいんじゃ。
どうしてだ
江坂さん、人気あるみたいだから、俺みたいのが独占したら、
Yeah, they should have
みん
been
なが気
better
にし
then.
ます。
Sucks to suck. He punches me in the face. Pretty strong punch. I slam into the ground. Hot blood runs down my nose.
卑屈は捨てろ卑しさが貴様をクズにする
Thank God, Jesus.
すいません。
I can't understand what happened. He said stop being a bitch. Teachers never hurt their students these days. But this isn't a school. No one's here to protect me anymore.
根本から叩き直す必要があるな来い
He drags me off like a sack of potatoes.
出血が治癒しているな
は
その止まり方は不自然だ
I have a habit of subconsciously stopping my bleeding. If I should be hiding my power, I might want to reconsider that.
俺の能力です。
正直だな
別に、江坂さんにバレてもいいんで。
But I don't want my teacher to know. Fuck off.
バカ正直だな
Asuka pulls out a blunt training sword. I'm gonna beat the
こち
shit
ら
out
から
of you.
仕掛け
That doesn't look blunt.
貴様から攻めてこい
その前にちょっといいですか。
No.
どうした
これ、長すぎて振り回しにくいんですけど。
The training sword he gave me is the same length as his.
そうした感じは大事にすることだ好きなものを選べ
はい。
I can't beat him normally. I need a plan of some kind. Fucking projectile. I like to attack from as far away as possible. I looked through the training weapon locker room on the wall. I was hoping for something like a paintball gun, but no such luck. I also looked for some kind of dummy rockets or other projectiles that I can safely use, but as expected, there's nothing like that. There's no, like, throwing knives? Maybe some dummy landmines.
重火器はないぞ
ですよね。
In the
これ
end,
でいいです。
ナイフか仮に技能が互角でもリーチの分不利になる適切な武器の選択とは言い難いな
そうですね。必殺技も使います。
ふむこちらには手品は使うなということだな
そこまでは言いませんけど、興味ありますし。
死ぬがいいか
he asked if we're debating a shopping list. Should I get some fruitcake while I'm out?
すげえ嫌です。
私は伐採系だ能力は切るか外すかで手加減というものがない
Can you miss? Asuka says dangerous things as he doesn't take up a
それ
stance.
くらいの実力差があるということね。さて、どう攻めよ
I stand in front of Asuka. Then I think about my strategy. He's not bracing for anything. At the same time, he's not leaving himself open from any direction. I'm still not used to attacking
う。ど
people.
こか。とっかかりはないのか。
See, I just assume I'm not gonna win anyway, so it's like, who cares? Like, no matter what, I'm not gonna hit him, so... Fuck it. Get used to attacking him. I squint. Several possible attack vectors pass through my mind. Left, right, and forward. Along with postures, stances, directions to slice, feints, and sequences, all of the above. The combinations constitute endless branches, forming a herd of possibilities to choose from. Which path is the right answer? I have to find it. Step forward, baby. Oh my god. Throw the knife and go fucking bare fist. Aim for his vitals, take any hit I can get. Use a lot of feints. Use a lot of feints. Oh my god, why is there so many? All these don't matter. Slowly wear him down, gamble on one big hit. How much will this do to him? Not a damn thing. For now, I execute my plan. Ow.
参りました。
That was a complete failure. I couldn't even come close to touching him.
もう一回お願いします。
よかろう。
I lose the next 10 fights too. Eska never uses his sword. He completely defeats my attack using only his free arm. Wait, he fucking caught a knife out of the air? His technique far outstrips anything I'm capable of. This feels like whacking at a rock with a branch or a bunch of straw.
ここまでか。
はい。
限界まで力を出し切って初めて技が向上する瞬間が訪れる。最後の一回。
やり。
I forced myself back,
いい目だ。
back up.
普段の貴様は思考がネガティブ寄りだな。
True!
そういうマイナス感情は我々のようなものには危険だぞ。
今はマイナス気分じゃないです。
Yeah, right now. Jesus. Like, all he does is just fucking bitch. But I do want to show off what I can do.
結構。
I should focus on learning, not on winning. That is a valuable opportunity. This is a valuable opportunity. Arguably more valuable than real combat experience. Let's focus on this. Move to the right. Hit him with my knife. Make him lose track. And gamble on a big hit. Hey, I had that last part right. Timing, footsteps, speed, angle, and breathing. Are you saying I could have theoretically had the right combination if I went back? Fuck, that makes me really want to go back. All of those put together form my desired movements. I moved Asuka's left. He doesn't move, he sticks to defense. One part of him does feel slightly easier to
罠
attack.
か。
I can't be sure, but it doesn't feel like one. In which case, I should take it. I close in quickly. Asuka's upper body leans to one side to evade my attack. At the same time, he jabs the hilt of his sword into my side. My body immediately folds up and falls to the floor. Again, he defeats me with one attack. There's nothing I can do. I can't feel much pain. I don't feel much pain, so he must have been holding back.
天王寺。
はい。
横に回られた時貴様の驚異度が変わったように感じた。偶然か。
自分なりに考えた作戦でしたけど。
能力を使っていたか。
いや、全く。
なぜ左側に回った。
なんとなくです。
His eyes look
まずい
scary.
判断でしたか。
いや、むしろできすぎなくらいだがね。理由がないとなれば偶然か。随分と嫌な感じだった。
そんなに良かったんですか。
Wait, why wouldn't you?
いや、クズだっ
Okay.
た。小手先の技に頼りすぎだ。意表をつきたいのはわかるが、危ういな。
True, that's why I said go fucking forward. Because you're not gonna fucking bait him.
攻撃はシンプルに力強く行え。駆け引きや心理戦を前提にするな。
それは真正面から突撃するのが
Well, not
一番いい
always.
ってことですか。
ちょ突猛進をしろというのではない。効果的な打撃を短時間に集中して加えること。シンプルで効果的な火力運用こそが。
なるほど。
同情試合とは違う。効果的な力押しが物を言うのが実践だ。このこと忘れるな。
Okay. Asuka's teachings, part 1. I felt more dangerous. So at least for a moment, the gap between me and Asuka shrunk a little. I mean, if you consider closing a fucking canyon by an inch, yeah, sure, a little bit. I don't have the slightest idea of why that happened. It probably is a coincidence.
自分で
Why
コン
would
ト
you
ロールできた
downplay
ら
yourself?
なんだ。
どうすればもっと役に立てる人間になれますかね。
私もかつて役立たずと呼ばれていた。
Aw, cute, we're buddies.
江坂さんが。
今でも運動能力では三国にさえ劣るはずだ。
Hey, he's a bitch. Don't fucking bring up his name. Just kidding. I actually don't mind him.
そうでしょ。
I actually don't think he's that bad.
だがそれはあくまで英雄としての話だ。兵隊に求められる資質は英雄のそれとは全く異なる。超人は傲慢なものだ。英雄になりたがる。だが私は兵隊として自分を鍛えた。天王寺。英雄になるな。兵士であれ。
I want to be a hero.
それが貴様の生きる道となる。
I want to be a fucking superhero. The Byron Knights are said to be the strongest combat team in Guardian. They're the ones who saved me in the forest. They're called an instructional unit. They study and test various combat techniques for superhumans and instruct others on how to use them. Eska is their leader. In his youth, he was a mercenary in an area racked with civil war. Within Guardian, he is known for his distinguished service in private military establishments. But many people say that him giving me personal advice is playing favorites. Who gives a fuck? I'm fine with that. Like, you're fucking lucky. I'm unlucky. Just kidding, because he's actually very lucky because he could just use his power and get way stronger. I need that help badly. I don't want to hold everyone else back. Focus on training during the day and I read their instruction books at night. I've never taken my studies as seriously, even the nights before tests. The desire to make up for what I'm lacking drives me forward. Without a doubt, I'm a polluter type. The major strength of polluter types is adaptability. That you're not using! Many of their powers have a wide range of application, even if they don't translate directly into firepower.
派手さには欠けるが、工夫次第ではどんな相手とでも渡り合える。
My passion must count for something, because eventually my grades rise up to match Nagai's. It's not a huge improvement, but since it's only been a few weeks, I think it's a good start. Haha, not last anymore, bitch.